In the Switch 2 presentation, Nintendo announced a Hyrule Warriors game set prior to Tears of the Kingdom. Labelled Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, the game follows the Imprisoning War from that game's backstory. It's an interesting concept and one that makes sense after Age of Calamity. Yet despite this, there's still one big question: who exactly will be playable in that game? Because you see, the Breath of the Wild backstory and the Tears of the Kingdom one are two very different things. In Breath of the Wild, the events of Calamity only take place about 100 years ago. As a result, most of the characters in the present day were around in the past too. The Sheikah researchers, Impa, Master Koga, Link and Zelda themselves, etc. Most of the characters from the present day were around there too and could be reused in the prequel game. Tears of the Kingdom doesn't really have this luxury. In that game, you got Hyrule, Sonia and Minoru, and those are good characters. Zelda travels back in time, so she works too, and there are the 4 sages with all the personality of a doorstop. But that's about it. No other present day characters appear during Imprisoning War. Link's not there, he doesn't travel back in time, the champions don't exist yet, whether they're the old ones or the new ones. The Sheikah don't exist, so no researchers, no Yiga clan, and no monks. And well, no one else really exists either. So who's left? I mean, there's the Great Fairies, so they could be a secret character, like an Age of Calamity. There are obviously the villains, so Gandalf, Phantom Ganon, and Chrome and Kotake could be post-game characters, like Calamity Ganon was. And hey, I guess Hesto could be around if Korok's lived that long. But past that point, we're kind of running out of ideas. With the exception of a possible construct character, you don't really have any options for other playable choices in a game like this. You got maybe 12 or 13 characters max, and that's about it. As a result, there are only a few solutions that Nintendo could take here to fix the roster. And all 3 answers could annoy fans. On the one hand, they could go Age of Calamity and have time travel. This would anger the fanbase all hell and back and make the game feel like a retread of Age of Calamity, but would at least justify Link, the researchers, modern sages, etc. showing up. Option 2 is parallel story events. One side of the game being the past, with Hyrule, Sonia, Minoru and Zelda, while the other side being the present, with Link and the sages and Sheikah. That could work, though it'd be a lot of effort, especially in terms of the map design, and various other things like how to lay out levels, how to design the world, etc. Finally, they could always add a bunch of new characters to fill out the roster, kind of like Astor and Suga in Age of Calamity. This would be the best option, and it definitely made Imprisoning War feel more interesting than the one in Tears of the Kingdom, but it'd also be a lot of work for Nintendo and Tecmo Koei, and probably slow the game down dev-wise. So there aren't any easy options here. The best one is probably to add new characters, but that's a lot of work, while the other options will be a pain to make, or annoy fans to an even greater degree than the last game. Still, what do you think we'll see in Age of Imprisoning's roster? How will Nintendo deal with the fact that Imprisoning War doesn't really have any characters in it and make a more fleshed out roster than a 10 character strong one from the memories? Leave your thoughts in the comments below, on social media, or over on a Discord server today.